Om Shanti. So, today we have all the brothers and sisters who attend this class every day, and also those who have completed the course recently, yesterday, and they are joining in this Murli Manthan class for the first time. So I welcome you all, and I hope you have had a good experience with the course. And from today onwards, we will take up some things from Baba's Murli and try to understand what message Baba is trying to give us for today. Now, Baba's message today, first I will read it out to you. You know how big the message is? It's 3 pages, 1, 2 and 3. So, if I read the whole message out, I will only be able to read it out to you. So, Baba takes the time to write a letter to us every day. Do you love anybody so much that you can write a 3-page unique love letter to them every day? How many of you love someone so much or have ever loved? And for how long can you do that? Can you? So, can you write a 3-page long love letter to the one you love every day, and every day a new letter? How many of you can do that? Yes, so so this is the proof that Baba loves you more than anybody you have ever loved or anybody who has ever loved you. So Baba loves you more than anybody you have ever loved or anybody who has ever loved you. And Baba writes this love letter for us every day. And this love letter is filled with love, peace, power, strength, directions, guidance, everything. And today, Baba's love letter, I will only read out some things from it, and you will get the link of today's Murli on your WhatsApp, and you can read the whole Murli for yourself every day. Take out some 20-25 minutes, sit in silence, and just go through the whole Murli. So this 3-page document is called the Murli, and this is Baba's music for the soul. So this is the music that can nourish the soul, the music of words, and this is what Baba gives us every day. And this is the Murli that you should try to read every day, and I will explain some bits of it every day to you. And in the Murli today, Baba says, "Sweet children, the time of destruction is now very close. Therefore, have true love for the one Father and not for any bodily beings." So, we are all in love with bodily beings right now, yes? Parents, brothers, sisters, spouse, children. We love bodily beings. And what is Baba saying? Baba is saying, the time of destruction is very close. So you should have true love only for the one Father and not for any bodily being. Now, let's understand this. This might, in the first instance, it will be very difficult to grasp this. But let's understand it bit by bit. Now, let's take up this topic of let's take up this topic of true love first. Now, how many of you think that you truly love somebody, any bodily being? Yes, okay. Now, if you love somebody truly, what is your aim? So, when you love somebody, you want them to be happy and you want to be happy with that love, right? So, love should give happiness. Okay? So, if you see the order of the 7 qualities, knowledge, purity, peace, love, happiness. Yes, and bliss, and then power. So this is the order. Now, when there is love, love is supposed to give happiness and you are supposed to give happiness to the one you love. That's the purpose of love, right? That's why we celebrate love so much, because love gives happiness. Now, when the people you love, anybody you love, or anything you love is not eternal and it is not unchangeable. Yes? Correct? Am I right about this? So any bodily being that you love is not eternal or unchangeable. And this is why love will become a source of unhappiness eventually. So you will be unhappy because of love, and then you will make the other person unhappy because of their love. That is why in Kali Yuga, everybody who loves is shown to have tears in their eyes. So love is making everybody cry, because we are in love with bodily beings and we are in love with those who are not eternal, not imperishable. So ultimately, love is not giving what it can give or should give, that is happiness. And then you see, people are so afraid these days that I don't want to leave the ones I love. A, because I can't live without them, and B, because they can't live without me. And then what is love giving you? Love is giving you a lot of pain. But should love give you this kind of pain? Love is a beautiful quality. It is not meant to give you pain. So this is why this question of true love comes up. True love. So if you want another word for true, true means eternal. And you cannot love the perishable eternally. So whatever is perishable, changeable, cannot be loved eternally. So this is why when we talk about true love, we must understand that true love can only be for the one who never changes or never perishes. It's not about the intention of love. The intention behind love may be very pure, but it's just how the nature of things is. Nobody and nothing is permanent. So this is why Baba says that this is the time of destruction, and we can see it all around us, that everything is changing very fast. There is no guarantee of permanence or continuity. Permanence, of course, there was never a guarantee, but at least there was some guarantee of some continuity. Like we at least thought, okay, not for 7 births, but this birth, at least up to 60 years of age, we will continue to be with each other. But then these days, this is the time when everything is happening so suddenly, changing so suddenly, that we the love is giving us more sorrow, more pain, more fear than it ever did. So this is why Baba says that it is time that you understand who you should have true love for. You can only have true love for the one who is true, that is Baba. I will tell you one thing. There was this brother, and he told me that, Didi, I had a big business, and then my business had a lot of upheavals, and there were times when I incurred huge losses, but I was not in love with my business. I was in love with my family, and especially my elder son. I loved him very much. And even when my business incurred a lot of loss, I only had one thought. I have my son, and that is what matters. It doesn't matter if something came, something went. I will persevere because I still have my son. And that's the only thing that matters. I was not in love with anything else. And then it said, Didi, my son died some time back. And now I don't know how to live. I faced everything because I was in love with my son. And that love gave me the strength to face everything, because whatever happened, I just told myself my son is still there. I don't care for anything else. And then now my son is gone and I don't know what to do, how to be, how to live. I don't know how to talk. I don't know how to sit. I don't have any purpose. So you see, love is such a power. But then love for a bodily being can make you very miserable at the end. So he's talking about both things, the power of love and the misery of love, because the love is about a bodily being. So there is power in love. So when you love somebody and that one matters, then you can face anything and everything because that one is there with you. But then if that one is a bodily being or an attainment or an object which is perishable, changeable, then what do? Then you don't know what to do or where to go. So Baba says, true love, if there is any in this world, then it can only be with Baba. And when you have true love for Baba, who is your eternal companion, who was there with you, is there with you, and will always be there with you, who is beyond death, beyond birth, who never changes. He doesn't change from the ocean of love to ocean of judgment next day. So he's always the ocean of love. So Baba says, when you have this kind of true love for me, then this love will give you great power. Whatever happens, if the one you love is with you, you can face everything that comes your way. And when you are in love with Baba, then something happens, you tell yourself Baba is still there and the relationship is still strong, so it doesn't matter. Whatever happened, whatever is lost can be recovered. There is no loss when you are in true love. The only loss is the loss of love. And then Baba says, if you are in true love with me, then you can face every loss, every up and down, everything, because you are with me. And this relationship will keep you going. And then ultimately, I never change, so you will never feel the loss of true love. And then this love will make you successful. This love will make you a winner. So in Hindi there is a very beautiful saying, Vinash kale preet buddhi vijayanti. So when there is the Vinash kal, when everything is getting destroyed, then those who have love in their heart for Baba, they will feel like they are winning everything. So they are going across everything and reaching the destination. And those who don't have love in their heart for Baba will feel loss, will feel a lot of pain, and then they will give up on the way. But those who have love in their heart for Baba, they will go across, sail across. And what is there in the world across? After this Kali Yuga, there is a very beautiful world coming, the Golden Age. But for that, this Kali Yuga has to go away. And when this Kali Yuga is getting destroyed, if you have love in your heart for Baba, you will be able to reach the other end and go until Satyug intact. Your heart will not be broken. And then if you are not in love with Baba, but in love with the perishable, then your heart will be broken several times before you reach the other end. And then with that broken heart, you cannot go there, because in the Golden Age, everybody has full hearts. So you will not be allowed to go there. So this is why Baba says, those who have love in their intellects for Baba will win, and those who don't have that will lose. So now you have to rise in love, and you have to choose the one you love. So maybe in life we didn't choose the ones we love. Parents were given to us, brothers, sisters were given to us, and even the person, we chose as our spouse or whatever relationship we call that, that one is also given to us by our past karmic accounts. And then there is the children who are also given to us. But then the first time that we are given a choice about who to love is this choice. And Baba says, make this wise choice, connect your heart with Baba. And this is a very conscious thing. And what is the effort you need to make to come to a place where you love Baba deeply? So you will love Baba deeply when you come to the awareness that you are a soul and that you have all relationships with one Baba alone. So just like when you remember you are a child, you don't love your spouse, you love your mother. Yes? So this is the awareness. Who you are determines who you remember and who you love. So when you remember you are a soul who has to go across, and a soul that needs the power and the strength to go across, and the one who will give that strength is only Baba, then your heart opens to Baba in gratitude, and you have deep love for that one who is taking you across. So just sit with these thoughts every day. Ask yourself who you are. And this is not the end of life. This body is just a costume. And then you have to go across, and you have to take another costume. You have to belong to a world which is very different from this. And the only one who can take you there is Baba. So kind of, create this love for Baba, or immerse this love for Baba. Does it make sense to you? Raise your hand if it makes sense. Yes? Okay. Thank you. So this is Baba's message today in short, and then I will read out some of the things that Baba says today. Baba says, nowadays, the attachment that people have for one another is not out of love, but out of selfishness. Do you believe that? That we are not attached to other people because we are in love, but we are selfish. Now, have you seen anybody crying on somebody's deathbed and saying, I wonder where they will go now? They always say, I wonder what will happen to me now that they are gone. So they always cry for their loss. They don't cry for their loss. So you cry because you feel you are at loss. And you are at loss, maybe not physically, financially, but emotionally, yes. And in most cases, this emotional, tonic that you are drawing from the other person is the basis of your love. So, what is selfishness? Selfishness is when your act is based on what you're getting. And this is what happens with love these days. And you always love somebody for what they're giving you. It may not be anything gross like money or things. It could be very subtle. Maybe, you just love somebody because you grow in their presence, or they give you support and they give you strength. But even that is selfish because then, you will suffer when they are gone. And selfishness will make you suffer. So, what is true love? So we understood that the love for Baba nourishes us, recharges us, and then we can. So that is the love for Baba. And what about the love with fellow human beings? So we know love thy neighbor. So what do? Don't love thy neighbor anymore, or what? So do we stop loving other people? So Baba says, when you love me, you don't depend on me, I recharge you. And in the meditation, I was talking about restoring to fullness. So when you are in love with the ocean doesn't make you dependent, the ocean fills you. So Baba's love restores you to fullness. That's the quality of Baba's love. The more virtues you draw in, the more powers you draw in from Baba, you become full inside. And then when you become full, and then when you come in contact with other bodily beings, then your love is not about taking, it's about giving. And love is an expression of the fullness within. Right? So, when you are in love with Baba, your love towards other fellow human beings becomes an expression of giving, not an expression of taking. For example, I love you all very much. But that's not because of what you give me. That's because of what I can give you. Yes? So you will still want to connect. You will not want to limit your life to one corner of the room. You will want to connect, engage. But then you are so full inside, so brimming with energy, that you want to share it with others. And the other side of this is, even if there is nobody available to take that energy, you can just cherish your own energy and feel that love for yourself. You don't think that, okay, today there is no class, so who do I give love to? Even that doesn't become a problem. So when there is someone, you share, and when there isn't someone, you just stay content in loveful awareness. So Baba says this is what happens when you are in true love with the Father. And in the world right now, it is all about what I can take from the other one. So this is why Baba says, nowadays the attachment that people have for one another is not out of love, but out of selfishness. There is attachment because of selfishness, and because of that attachment, they are unable to remain detached. Because whenever they try to detach, they feel loss. Yes, there is a sense of knowing loss inside, emptiness inside. Because you cannot detach from your source, right? So people have become a source for emotional fulfillment. Now, how can you detach from them? These days, even pets, people can't live without their pets because the pets are giving them even what human beings fail to give them. So now they have attached to their pets and they carry them in aeroplanes and then they carry them wherever they go because it's like the tonic they are getting from them. So Baba says you cannot detach from the one who is the source of your emotional tonic. And then Baba says, therefore stabilize yourself in the meaning of the word swarth. So in Hindi, selfishness is swarth. And Baba says, don't become swarthi. Understand the word, meaning of the word swarth, and stabilize yourself in that meaning. And what is the meaning Baba gives of the word swarth? Baba says swarth means swarat. So this, I am the swa, I am the soul, and this is my body. And Baba says, offer this body to Baba. So in true love, surrender your swarth, surrender your swarat, surrender your body to Baba. And then Baba says, sacrifice the chariot of the self. When that swarth goes, you become detached. When you understand that the body belongs to Baba, so every physical need then will come from Baba. And then you don't have to attach to other sources to fulfill you from within. Okay, so you offer yourself to Baba, and then Baba will take care of what you need, and then you will not feel attachment around with people and things around you, and you will not feel miserable in their absence. And Baba says, by knowing the meaning of this one word, you will constantly belong to the one and become constant and stable. This is easy effort. Now, I will also talk about something else here. So, there is swarth, which is selfishness, and there is another word that we use in Gyan. It's in the spiritual vocabulary, and that word is enlightened self-interest. Enlightened self-interest. Now you see, there is a lot of difference between these two things. When you're selfish, you want to pile on someone or something and make them your source and be a parasite and draw from them all your life, never learning, never recharging yourself. That is selfishness. Correct? And then there is enlightened self-interest, where you connect yourself with Baba, you draw from Baba, but the aim here is to restore yourself to fullness so that you can serve others. Yes, here also it will look like a dependent relationship in the beginning. It will look like very selfish, like you're using Baba to restore yourself. But then you can only use Baba if you intend to serve. Because purity of intention is very necessary in meditation. So when you understand that I am a soul, I want to draw from Baba, I want to become full, and I want to take ahead his cause. I want to give the world what they need. Then this is also something you do in self-interest, because you cannot serve without being full. So obviously your interest is also served. You will become full. But then this is very enlightened, because it's not about limiting that energy to yourself. It's about spreading it to the world around. And when you are in selfishness, you become miserable, dependent. And when you are in enlightened self-interest, you draw from the source, become full. Your interest is also served, but then you become so powerful, so full, that others around you are also able to take the benefit of that. So, convert your selfishness to enlightened self-interest. Every yogi uses resources, time, energy, wealth, for self-development. Most people think that you shouldn't give time to yourself. That is very selfish. But no, Baba says no. If you don't give time to yourself, you will take other people's time much more than you need. So you understand that what you do for yourself is important. And when you do it in the right way, that is not source your fullness from empty people around, but you source your fullness from the one above, then you will be full and you will be able to serve many others. So, the difference between selfishness and enlightened self-interest has to be understood very well. Yes, so a yogi also uses resources for self-upliftment, but then that's not because you want to just keep it to yourself, or you want somebody to keep filling you and you keep draining yourself. You understand that when you are full, you will be able to recharge others. So when you take out time for Murli, when you take out time for meditation, it is not selfish. It is a very benevolent act, and Baba calls it good karma. So when you are building your spiritual strength to serve others, it is very good karma. It is not an act of selfishness. So this thing has to be understood very well, because there is a lot of confusion in the world about these two things. And people often tend to confuse these two things. And then people say it is very selfless to just think about others and keep doing for others, and then keep blaming them for the rest of your life that they didn't take care of you. So in the world, the law is you take care of them first half of your life, and then they take care of you second half of your life. But then that doesn't happen. So then people are very miserable. And what Baba teaches is, you take care of yourself first half of the day. Don't take care of others the first half of the day. So for a yogi, 4 a.m. to 8 a.m. is reserved for the self. You just take care of yourself first few hours of the day. And then you take care of everyone else all through the day. And then you don't have to expect them to take care of you back again. And this is a very good way to go about life. All right, Om Shanti.